Self-awareness and conscious living doesn't have to be something complicated. Going back to basics and learning to observe how you feel about things or recognize the contrast between different circumstances is the good start. For example, we can clearly identify the contrast between a beautiful natural setup with the sound of nature and the junkyard, how you feel, where you get to find peace and harmony and perhaps a little bit time to think in a quiet space. So these setups are very different, and we can easily identify what is more suitable for intelligent species like us, the humans, in this planet. Also, know the difference between where you are accepted and loved and compassionate is shown, and you are not fearful of expressing and being yourself in a group setting, versus where you are extremely controlled and you're afraid to voice your opinions. You're reluctant uh, to be comfortable with who you are. These are very different circumstances. Also, the debt systems that is offered to us in this modern enslaved system, we can see. I mean, I had car loans and things like that. I was happy to get that, but at the same time it was extremely stressful time until you paid off your loans, because it's a huge responsibility, and then you have to care for your employment a little bit more because your fear of losing constantly. So these kind of events, are they harmful to us? How do we use these tools to sort of enhance our human experience and liberate ourselves at the same time? But if we go too deeply into any of these conditions, we are sort of uh, living life without directions, because you have all these different obligations to meet, but you are not able to be authentic and express yourself because you're constantly in fear of losing. This is not going to add value to our life. Also, when we are connected to the source, we are created by these divine source. We need to have some sort of faith. But when we are constantly having to deal with these toxic external stuff, we're not really living with faith. We're not being a part of a divine experience, because we're already consumed by something a little more devious than divine source, because they are constantly having to create agendas for us, which is not sincere, which is there to manipulate and misguide us. So we need to stay focused about these things, and life have to be simplified, because if we are becoming enslaved to these consumers system, you're not the winner. You're in a constant deficit, having to work overtime to support these undesirable, uh, unaffordable stuff. But all the while, we're ruining our health because of a constant stress that we put on our divine vessel. So stay vigilant about these little housekeeping tips and liberate yourself from the enslavement system